Hello and welcome to Pod and Long. I'm your host, Ryan. It's great to have you with us. I'm here once again with one of my co-hosts. It's the Word of Drew.
Once again, the NFL proves to us that we actually don't know anything and that everything we said last week was wrong.
Absolutely. And we're also here with Mr. Mike.
Yeah, it was just wrong.
Oh, and finally, Mr. Megastar Mark.
So we're going to keep it going. Other games, retro games that I dig. Now, this one's not a hot take because I think a lot of people like this game, but the original DuckTales on NES had best music out of any NES game, and I will put it on par with like Zelda or Mario, all those classic Castlevania. Music on DuckTales, Moon theme.
Wow. I love this new gimmick.
My grandmother bought me that game for Christmas sometime in the early 90s. I went upstairs and I beat it in under an hour.
Yes, it is not a long game by any
And then I continued to play it for the next 25 years.
Yep, they remastered it, and my son played it and loved it. But it wrapped it up in about an hour. It was
It's not bad. There's nothing wrong with that. That's okay. All right, we are here. We're going to get into our categories and whatnot. But first, you got to remember, we've got merch. You can go get it. It's down there in the description of the show. You can find our logo, the weasel. We haven't done any weasel jokes this year. We got to get oiled up Rob Ryan has to be conjured.
I'm going to make a merchandising reference that only Mark will get. New Uncle Carl doll. It's nasty time.
Oh, boy.
Is that Aqua Teen?
No, that is, of all things, that was, what the hell was the name of that show? The Soup?
Yeah.
Hawk Soup?
Yes.
Hawk Soup. Wow.
By John Henson.
With Skunk Boy.
Yeah.
Skunk Boy.
The original guy. Okay.
This
All
is
right.
your mother.
I also remember Nightstand with Dick Dietrich.
Oh, yeah.
Which was on after the Soup.
Wow.
No, people.
I want to bring up one thing before we get into the A block, which is our philosopher, one of our main people. He said this over the weekend. I just want to repeat this. Quote, I'm going to eat some Haagen-Dazs coffee ice cream with my wife. I'm going to smoke a Cuban cigar. And then I'm probably going to go to the hospital. Who said this?
Kilogram.
Nope.
Aw.
Nope.
Mike Gundy.
Close. Our
Dan
sun
Campbell.
god. Biff Poggi said this in
Poggi.
the post-game interview of his second win. 2-0, Biff Poggi.
And now his tenure's done. He's like Frank Reich. Well, except for that one thing. He comes into the universe, makes it better, leaves.
He did. He made it better. All right.
Watch is over, Biff. Your watch
Thank
is
you.
over, my friend.
Now your watch has ended, Biff.
You may rest, gentle warrior.
Oh, no.
In 2023, 4 friends were sentenced to watch bad football for crimes they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped, arguing over text message to the YouTube underground. Today, still growing their audience, they survive with silly voices and running gags. If you have an hour to kill, if you have nothing better to do, and if you can find them, maybe you can listen to the A Block.
Ah, yes, it's time for the A block. We've got some news and notes, and then we'll get into the categories. But the news that broke this afternoon, Russell Wilson has a lot of bathrooms, but he doesn't have a starting gig anymore. He gone. Benched by the Giants.
But not famous Jameis. It is the rookie, Jackson Dart.
It's going to be Jackson.
What does this get anybody exactly?
I think it's a weird choice, especially because you're
Jackson
going up
save
against
their
Mike's
season.
Chargers.
Jackson's not going to save their season. I don't think. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think. Like, I don't think anybody thought
Now
of him
he
as
will,
like
given
a
the
polished,
record of the podcast.
ready pro prospect. So, like, who does this benefit exactly?
I'll tell you who it benefits. Go ahead,
Okay.
Mark.
I was going to say, no, the people that are the most excited, the Giants fans are super pumped about this. Like, not just like online, but people are like really interested in seeing this kid play. So, I mean, at least you move some jerseys. I don't know.
I can think of one man who's excited about this move, and it's Brian Daboll, because this is the only move he could make that maybe Hail Mary saves his job, right?
Yes.
Maybe.
That's why this is happening. Otherwise, you'd bring Jameson, and you'd have him get pray to the pick six gods and get destroyed by the Chargers, and then in the bye week you'd switch it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'd wait to face the Cowboys or something again. You'd wait for a cupcake defense to face. You're not going to face the Chargers like this. This is a weird choice, but
no. Think about this. You have your triplets now: Dart, Neighbors, Scattaboo. This is everything the Giants fans want.
I mean,
Mannix. Mitchell.
Hopefully this doesn't fuck him up, though. That's the concern here. They fucked up Daniel Jones, and
By the way, tangent. Color me a little surprised that Cam Scattaboo's been so good so far. Like, he was a bowling ball at Arizona State, but I kind of thought that's all he was.
Yeah.
Turns out he might have a little juice.
Right. He's still a bowling ball, but he's got some speed to him. I was kind of surprised. Yeah.
Caught a couple passes. All right, so
He
Russell's
does have good hands.
Mm-hmm.
He's been impressive. Russell's gone. We'll see. Does he retire at this point? Is there anything to say about Russell? Is he gone?
Does he retire or?
Yet.
Yeah, that's true. He hasn't been to the Browns yet. Does he retire, or does the league just tell him he's done?
It could be that. It's like a Matt Ryan situation. You're on TV now.
What about the Bengals? I'm just saying. What about the Bengals?
Can't get any worse. We'll talk about them in a minute. All right. Other A block news.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Oh. Goodbye, sweet prince to you, Mike Gundy.
His watch is also over.
His
watch is also over.
He's gone. It was 18 years of coaching Oklahoma State.
Second longest tenured coach in college football.
Mike Gundy. Goodbye.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
There you go. That was a long time ago that he said that, because now he's much older.
I don't know. Listen, he's underachieved at Oklahoma State in recent years, but I don't know that it's entirely his fault, right? The school's biggest benefactor was T. Boone Pickens, who, by the way, is deceased. And where are they getting their money from? I don't think they have that wealthy network of alumni pumping in money into the program to what it takes now to compete. So the fact that they were bowl relevant over the past 3 years is outstanding. Now, granted, they got off to a crappy start this season, and then they lost to Tulsa.
At home.
At home. Black mark when you lose at home to an in-state rival who's not in your conference and not.
Nope.
Microphone.
Who also hasn't won in your home since 1951.
Ouch.
Who's Oklahoma State going to get that more perfectly fits their identity than Gundy?
And that's what I was going to say. This is a better devil you know than the devil you don't. At least with Gundy, there's a baseline there. You're underperforming, but I feel like he would right the ship. You could get way worse.
No, he played quarterback there. He bleeds orange. He's a good recruiter in that part of the country.
Yes.
Who are you going to get that's better than that?
Right. I think this is dumb. I think this is real dumb.
Well, he lost 14 out of the last 15 games he coached, so that
doesn't help. Doesn't help. Not gonna lie.
That's not great. Poor Mike. And one more news piece. We'll get into the categories in 1 second here, but one more very important news piece. It's gonna be a factor. Trust me. The Tampa Bay Bucks have signed a member of the practice squad, Drew. It's Desmond Watson. He's back. 449-pound man from Florida who played some fullback last year is back on a roster.
Love this. Is that what they list him at? 449?
That's what they said. 449.
That's unbelievable.
I thought you were going to say football terrorist. The football terrorist was back.
No. Here's the thing, though. Who is Tampa Bay playing? Who is Tampa Bay playing this week? Do we know? Look at it.
It's a big game.
Playing against Philadelphia.
That's right.
What is Philadelphia?
Sure. Sure,
this guy
they're
block a
gonna
kick?
put Gilbert Brown in the middle of the line.
I'm just saying you could elevate him just for this.
And you might. I mean, it really comes down to, obviously he can take up the space. It comes down to if he can generate any leverage at all against an NFL offensive lineman, and we'll see. Maybe he can.
Just push him. Do like a double push, like
A
you
reverse
push him
push.
into the mound.
Just
Yeah,
fall.
is
His strategy just lay on the ground?
I was
Like,
going to say, is there any rule that says you can't start the ground? You can't start the play on defense just lying on the ground across the line of scrimmage.
just lay down and block the line.
Yeah.
Somewhere Dave Moore is nodding.
That would be my entire defense all week long. I'd be like, your only job is on 4th and 1 to get from a stance to laying flat.
Yep.
Somewhere right now, Dave Moore just looked up from a bowl of cream of wheat, and he's like, "Why is somebody talking about me?"
Right. Nobody, nothing on the walls.
No,
That's one of our
one
That's
bare
one of
light
our-
bulb.
that's one of our best qualities on the show. We reference these ridiculously weird people.
Yeah.
For reasons only we understand.
Yeah. Right.
Exactly. We will never explain. Okay, time for the categories. Game of the week. Lions defeat the Ravens. I almost said Rams. Lions defeat the Ravens last night on Monday Night Football. When did Monday Night Football get good games? What happened
Great
here?
game.
This was a great
Holy
game.
shit. Awesome.
This game was the perfect encapsulation of everything we said last week being wrong. Like, the Lions are missing their coordinators. They're going to struggle on offense and defense. The
Nope.
Ravens are great. They'll right the ship. Nope. Nope. Not in either case.
We messed both of those up.
Although
We're
Lamar-
willing.
Lamar is a monster, even
Oh,
in a losing
sure is.
effort. He is unbelievably good.
Does the Ravens defense suck? I
For
think it
right now,
does.
yes. For
How?
right now, yes.
How?
I think just the Lions. I think it was just a Lions problem.
No,
not-
it's not just the Lions. They gave up 500 yards to the Bills. They gave up like 400 to the
That's-
Browns.
Yeah.
They can't stop anybody.
They'll get it. And Derrick Henry can't hold on to the ball then.
Can't hold on to the
Oh,
football
man.
all of a sudden.
The crazy part is, though, that's going to be a strategy against him moving forward. You're going to see
Why
a lot
not?
of guys punching at that ball because he
Which-
can't hold on.
Which really could
He's
go
got the
either
yips.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which really could go either way. Either he's going to get the ball punched out a lot, or everybody's going to try and arm tackle him, and he's going to look like Jim Brown.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
They can't do that.
Him flipping on the sidelines too was not a good look for him. Especially, the game wasn't over, and him like slamming his helmet and falling onto the bench like that. It was, I don't know.
He was off kilter. The Lions. So much for the coordinator thing because they pulled out that double pitch thing. They had some fun ingenuity that they pulled out for this game.
God,
So
I hate the pitch play, by the way. I just fucking hate it. Every time I see it, it's like you're starting minus 4 yards back behind the line of
it
scrimmage.
worked though. They scored on it. So
It did.
I mean, you know who's good? Amon-Ra St. Brown. That guy's good.
Yes, he is.
He's a tough bastard, and he is the king of the third down. We need somebody third down catch right now.
The NFC North is. I mean, we'll get to the other games too, but
They're good
after
again.
last weekend, that whole division is going to be fun.
We're back at it, I guess. Next week, the Lions will get blown out. Watch.
Who do they play?
I don't know. They probably won't.
Also, the Bucks somehow.
Yeah,
The Bucks are playing 2 games.
Good
How much concern on the Ravens side do you have? A lot.
They're playing the Browns.
Oh God, the What?
And that-
the Lions?
Yeah.
Get the
They're-
fuck
so
outta
this
here.
this is their schedule. Browns, Bengals, Chiefs, Bucks, Vikings, Commanders, Eagles, Giants, Packers, Cowboys,
Well, it's not easy.
Rams, Steelers, Vikings, Bears.
It's not an easy schedule.
No,
That's
it's definitely
there's
not.
some tough teams in there, but not the next two. Browns,
No.
Bengals. Are you kidding
Possibly
me?
the
Should be
next
able to-
3 if the Chiefs don't get their shit together.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The Ravens play the Chiefs this week. One of those teams is going to be 1-3.
1 and 3.
Wow.
Or God
that's
forbid
crazy.
a tie, and I quit this podcast if that's the case.
You know what's good? You know who this is good for, Mark?
I
This is
can
good
think
for
of-
you and the Bills. This is excellent
Mhm.
for the Bills. Just beat the crap out of each other while we'll just glide our way.
It is shaping up nicely for Buffalo.
We'll take that home
You
field
will.
advantage. No problem.
Honestly, I guess the Ravens for the Bills, like that's who you want to win that game because you already got a tiebreaker over them. So you
Sure.
want to pick the
Yes,
Chiefs.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yes, you do.
If we've proven anything over the past several years, it's that the Chiefs are the team nobody wants to play ever
Right,
come
right.
December, January. So, like, if you're the Bills, you know your track record in the playoffs against the Chiefs already. Do everything in your power to get rid of them.
Yes, right.
Absolutely.
And we'll
It
get to
would
that
be
game
very-
too.
it would be very Bills for them to like make a deep run in the last year of the Ralph.
That's the most Bill thing ever.
It'd be the very Bills to make to the AFC Championship game, then lose to the Colts or something.
God,
Daniel Jones
on brand.
Oh God, lose to a Music City Miracle type play or something. Oh my God. All right, moving on. Next category is what?
Yay!
Somehow the Browns beat the Packers.
Flacco did a Flacco.
Yeah, right.
This was an awful game. Awful game. I have several Packers in fantasy in my ridiculous fantasy league. Not the one where I'm absolutely horrible and 0-3, the Wild Hogs ride again. Whereas the other, all of you guys are 2-1, I believe, right?
No, I'm 1-2. I lost.
I'm 2-1. I had a bad week this past weekend. Got shellacked.
I lost to Drew the week before by about 1.5, and I lost again by about 1.5. So the last 2 weeks, I've lost by 1.5. Anyway, somehow the Browns won this game.
I lost to Calavito by almost 40.
Did you really?
So good.
His team is unstoppable right now.
Wow, big week for him. Big season for him. At least you're not 0-3. Anyway, the Broncos intercept Jordan Love, and then they make a 55-yard field goal. They blocked a field goal, and then they make a 55-yard field goal to win. And it's just the weirdest Browns victory. Like, the defense is really good, though. So
Packers couldn't get them away. They couldn't.
This game. I think we're going to be able to look back at this game later in the season and realize that this might be a turning point for the Packers season because they lost 3 out of 5 offensive linemen in that game.
Right.
Like Jordan Love looked like he was running for his life towards the end of that game, and it's not going to be good if those guys don't come back real fast.
There was a point where I think was it you, Mark, or you, Mike? Somebody texted like Jordan Love is in trouble, and I thought the same thing. And I was like, do they bench him because he might get hurt? Like, do they put in Malik Willis at this point? Because it's scary out there. Like, dude's getting trucked.
In fairness, the Packers' schedule is a little soft going forward. They've got Dallas, the Bengals, the Cardinals, the Steelers, the Panthers. Then they get Eagles, Giants, Vikings, Lions, Bears, Broncos, Packers, Ravens, Vikings. Like they have a little respite here for a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
probably like a good 4 to 5 weeks or so where it's not too bad. And then it's going to get real bad real fast.
But at the same time, like we would have all seen this Browns game and said, well, this is an easy win for the Packers.
Right.
And they got it tripped up.
Here we are.
Right.
Browns D is legit. They're a legit bunch.
Their whole offense sucks ass, but that defense real good.
God, that offense is bad, but good enough to get the win, and a win is a win is a win here, I guess.
Yep.
All right. That was crazy. This is also on AWAP, but I have a new song to play, so I have to play it.
Our team's still a dumpster fire. It's been burning now for years. The winner's circle's been salted by the fan base's tears. We fired the corpse of Frank Reich for a coach who wrote a book about sex. And we find ourselves fucked now. I guess it all makes sense. Carolina, Bryce can't even dunk with a trampoline. Carolina, why is there no fanhood vaccine?
Oh, Chris, you're the best. He said, I wasn't going to write any songs for you this year, but it felt like I needed to update that one. So, but guess what? The Panthers fucking won. The hat is forward.
Did they ever? Holy shit.
A 30-0 shutout.
We saw Kirk Cousins. That's how bad that got.
We conjured Kirk Cousins.
It was a bad week for Drew. I was at Citi Field watching Hope leave me.
Inertia.
At the same time, not only was my team getting blasted, but my potential surrogate team was also getting blasted, in this case by the Panthers.
Oh my
30-0. I don't know when the last Panther shutout was, but it wasn't recently. It was a while ago.
Well, no. I mean, there's been a lot of Panther shutouts. They just haven't been on the winning side of them.
Thank you. That's correct. You're right. But I don't know what. Like, we had turnover. Our defense. What happened?
Great. Oh my God. It was amazing. pressure
only
almost every play.
Is Atlanta bad?
Yes.
I don't know. Are they that
Yes.
bad?
I think they're bad.
I
They
think
might
they're
be
bad.
Yeah, they might be
Are
bad.
they that bad? They
They're
have
already
like.
calling for his head, the coach's head. So I mean,
I think
Or
that
is-
if we're
they're-
gonna go down the Atlanta path, I think that coach is not that good. Wasn't good the first time he had a head coaching job. I don't understand the hire at all. Other than he's a nice guy. We like nice guys. I mean,
you
it's
can be a nice
been
guy,
bad.
be my D coordinator. That's fine.
It's been bad. But wow, Bryce Young didn't even play that well. He threw for like 150 yards,
That was enough-
and they
enough
still
land.
shut him out. Crazy.
Well, because of
Go ahead.
his height, his passing yards are graded against the curve. So 150 for Bryce Young is like 275 for
Oh,
somebody
man, yeah.
who's 6'1".
At what point,
Sure.
though, do you look at the Falcons and it is a coaching thing? Because on
Yeah,
paper,
they got
these
so
guys should have
much
developed
talent.
already. Yeah,
They got
right.
so much talent.
I don't understand how they use Bijan Robinson. I don't get it.
Neither
They
do
don't know
they.
either. Yeah, right.
Why don't they use him way more? I don't understand. And they also have the Algier guy, like switch series or whatever. If you have to
I-
take him out, I don't understand.
I truly thought that Kyle Pitts was going to be a generational talent at tight
I
end.
thought so too.
He looked so good coming out of college, and he's done nothing.
Dude,
He had that great
bad.
rookie year and
Yep.
nothing since.
Bad.
I mean, he just has a penis throwing him the ball. Like,
Well, it's an old Mike. It's an old penis. Let's get that in there too.
The
Shrivel.
way you describe it, the Falcons should just run 23 personnel out there and just run the wing T option and
guess.
try to drain the clock like Army.
I mean,
we don't
Maybe.
believe in
also
this.
sucks, so it doesn't matter.
We don't believe in the forward pass, mumbo jumbo.
I'm the
Luckily,
idiot who, in Wild Hogs, picked up Michael Penix and started him in this game. That's part of the
Well,
reason I lost.
luckily Michael Penix was around when the wing T was popular, so it should be pretty easy for
You
him.
don't have to
back
teach
up.
it to him. He's
Yeah.
very well
Yeah.
aware. He'll break out his
Like-
scrolls.
He's like, hot 23 schedule.
Yeah.
Like,
This is what I ran under John Heisman against Cumberland College in 1904.
19.
Jim Thorpe taught me this move.
Oh, he was a fucker. Yeah, I'm surprised.
I like Michael Penix having a rivalry with Jim
Earmuffs.
Thorpe.
Yes,
Hey, earmuffs! Quit swearing, guys.
thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, Panthers blowout win. So many people texted me. What Panthers?
Mhm.
Got a lot of texts that said, what Panthers? I don't know. I can't explain it. Coach Sexbook had him cooking out there. Coach Sexbook had him going.
I got all riled up reading chapter 4.
Yeah, they were ready to go. All
I will
right.
give you so much money if you go to a Panthers game with a custom jersey that the name on the back just says Sex Book, and you can guess what number I want it to be.
Yes. I have several jerseys. I need a Coach Sexbook one. All right, moving on. The Bills. Go Bills. The Bills outlast the Dolphins. Mark, you were the only one who said the Dolphins will put up a fight, and they did.
Yes, division games. Don't fuck with division games. They're always weird. They gave him
Was it in Miami?
No, it was in Buffalo. It's just 11.5 is ridiculous for any game. You just let alone a division one. They know each other too well. Bills did not play their greatest game, but they won. And at the end of the day, they won by 10 points. So double digits. I'll take it.
There was like a calmness to them, though.
There was.
They
I never
never
felt they were gonna lose that
panicked.
game.
They never panicked us for a second. Josh Allen was just like, okay, I'll get back out there and we'll just win. It's really not that big of a deal. Good try, Dolphins. But at least
honestly,
the Dolphins showed some
That's
life.
what I was gonna say. McDaniel, honestly, we were about ready to bury this team. If they had just got blown out. They didn't. They showed up. They
Yeah.
fought. I have said to the Jets fan at work that I truly believe McDaniel gets fired if they lose to the Jets. And I'm going to give you a scenario of how he's going to get fired. It's going to be a game that the Jets win 13-6. And it's going to, Drew knows though.
I know.
Right?
I know.
The Jets did this thing where they get other coaches fired by
Yes.
just slogging through a game and bogging the other team down.
Yes.
If that happens, I think McDaniel gets fired on a week from
It's
yesterday, Monday. I think he
it
gets
will
fired.
be a full match of headlocks and arm bars,
Right.
and the Jets will win by a field goal. Take the
Headlocks.
under.
Rock fight.
Long
Rock
headlock.
fight.
Long headlock.
Boring headlock.
Boring headlocks.
Yeah. But I don't know. We'll see how they do. The team does seem to be still disintegrating, so I don't know. But They fought hard. I'll give them that. The Dolphins look.
We'll see. Yeah.
Fought harder than Tua on a memory test.
Oh, Tua.
Bill's fat guy caused that interception. That was like my favorite part of that. The fat rookie that they got from Kentucky. He was the one who like blew past that guard and caused Tua to panic like he always does.
That's one of the guys you said was important.
Absolutely.
We need fat guys. Well, we've got one in Tampa Bay. If you ever you want to pick him up, we have the fattest guy in Tampa Bay.
Our fat guy's strong though. Like I don't want that fat guy. I like our.
All right, moving on to Indiana Jones. The Colts are 3-0. They defeated the Titans, which isn't a surprise here, but the Colts and Daniel Jones are 3-0.
A lot of mistakes on the Titans' parts.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Speaking of first coaches fired, you think the Titans are going to fire their coach before Mike McDaniel? Because boy, oh boy, was he awful in this game. A couple weeks ago, we brought him up, Brian Callahan.
Mm-hmm.
He did not know the rules of a catch, which, okay, we've made fun of that, like, the rules are the control and all that, but he did not know that a shin or an elbow is equal to 2 feet. He did not know that. He's an NFL head coach. And then this week, he decided he wasn't sure if he was going to kick a field goal. Did you see this? He wasn't sure if he was going to kick a field goal or not towards the end of the half here. And the Colts called timeout. And then he still couldn't figure out if he wanted to kick a field goal or not. Decided at the last minute, got a delay of game, couldn't do the kick. They call timeout. You couldn't figure it out, and you still got a delay of game. This guy is headed for a firing.
Possibly, but I'm going to cut him a little slack here because two instances that defend both of those points. One, Andy Reid doesn't understand that time is base 60. And two, do you really think Biff understands all the rules?
He doesn't need to. No. Biff doesn't need to. He's worried about his cigar and his Haagen-Dazs.
He doesn't understand sleeves. No. Just,
But there's a charm to Biff. He's like
delegates.
That is true.
Yes.
He delegates and is the spiritual and cultural leader of his team.
But if you're Biff, you need a guy. You need another guy.
Biff is kind of one of the last bastions of when college football coaching was ruled by a bunch of good old boys with accents. Yeah. The last hangers-on of that. So was Gundy, by the way.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, losing him kind of hurts that a little. What do you want to say about the Colts? Are they for real? Are they not for real?
I think the fact that we've talked about this game for 4 minutes and not actually talked about the Colts implies everything that we want to say about the Colts.
They play the Rams this week. If they beat the Rams, I'll say they're for real.
Agreed.
But let's not exactly slow down. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Broncos by 1, and they beat the Titans.
That's not exactly.
Dolphins are probably going to have the number 1 pick. The Titans had it last year, and
Bo Picks is incapable of throwing a pass more than 15 yards.
Also, they were very close to losing that game if it wasn't for that leverage call. Okay. Yes. I know this wasn't exactly right, but I called this category flawless victory because the Vikings just fucking annihilated the Bengals. Oh my God.
It's Jover.
Easy work.
Yep.
We didn't even make it into Joe Tober. It's Jover right now.
It was bad.
It's like they curse themselves because they always go 0-2 and they're like, this year we're gonna go 2-0. And they went 2-0 and then they completely collapsed. So it's not their fault. It's bad injury, but still.
It wasn't just the defense though.
No,
it wasn't just him. It was also Browning, and it was also the skill players were terrible.
Everybody just gave up.
A disaster.
I don't think he gets fired mid-season, but I feel like Taylor's got to be gone, right?
Has to be.
I think he should have been gone like years ago, but I think this is it.
I mean, okay, he's gonna hang his hat on. I didn't have Joe Burrow, but come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
More than that.
Right.
It's more than that.
It's also it's a little annoying that it's not even annoying. It's just sad that it constantly goes to, we made the Super Bowl 4 years ago. You still lost it, by the way, but you can't keep riding that. Okay. Doug Peterson made the Super Bowl. Doug Peterson won. But
there was a moment in the show, The Quarterback, And from last year, we talked about it last year.
Yeah.
There's a part where the Bengals they win a game, but it's like awful. It was like so ugly, and they end up winning it in the end. And Joe Burrow's on the bench. I don't know if you remember this from last year. He's sitting on the bench and he's really angry about how shitty the team was and how like we almost blew it. I can't believe we're like, what the fuck are we doing? I can't remember if it was a lot of penalties. I think it was penalties. And Zach Taylor comes over and sits next to Joe Burrow, and Joe's pissed off. Remember this?
Yes, I do.
And he says something like, don't worry about it. We pulled it out. And Joe's like, that's not the point.
Yeah.
It's that we have no discipline. Like, he yells at Zach Taylor, like, no, you're wrong. To the
chin up, buckaroo.
Now, I want you to think about this for a second. Joe Burrow is lecturing a coach on discipline when he played under Ed Orgeron at LSU.
How dare you, sir?
Don't besmirch him.
Speaking of good old boys.
I love that.
Tigers.
Big Ed fan, but I don't think his teams could be, quote, disciplined.
Yeah.
Also true.
Yeah.
By the way, if the Bengals fire Taylor, like I think they will, Bills coordinator Joe Brady, who was remember Joe Burrow's guy in LSU? That's
happening.
That's an easy connection.
Well, it'll be fine. You'll get Brian Daboll back.
We'll get, I'm not worried about us.
For just a second, I thought you were going to say that Ed Orgeron would coach the Bengals, which I am all here for, because that is just another excuse for him to say, go Tigers.
Your first gut reaction, great. Your first gut reaction is, that can't happen. Then you're like, well, hold on.
How much money is he willing to not take?
Right.
All right.
Jimbo Fisher money.
Jimbo, he's just in Cancun right now for the next 4 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't care at all.
He has purchased Cancun.
He bought Cancun. Okay, this category is fumble dimension, because the Steelers beat the Patriots because the Patriots fumbled so many times. Yeah. It wasn't raining, guys.
I know.
Was it? No. It wasn't bad weather. They just kept fumbling.
And it's weird because I actually watched a good amount of this game because I want to see Poochie lose. But the Pats, when they weren't fumbling, didn't look bad. Like Drake May was moving the ball down the field and looked fairly competent.
Several of those fumbles were in the red zone, weren't they? There were at least one in the red zone.
At what point? So at the beginning of the season, I actually thought that like the Patriots would ascend as the season goes on, as they get like more used to the coaching, because I felt like the coaching was good, the talent wasn't there, but he'd get them along. I'm almost reversed now. I feel like the talent is there, and they're being held back a little bit by the coaching, because like at what point when you fumble that many I know Stevenson has a history of that, right? But at what point do you not try to coach that out of him? Hold the ball differently. Like, don't put him in that situation. They kept doing it. And the time management at the end was a complete fuck up on the Patriots end. Once again, that's all coaching. So I don't know. Like they kind of threw me for a loop. I feel like it's still going to ascend, but it's the exact opposite of what I thought. It's going to be because in spite of the coaching instead of because of it.
Well, you know who's there working on that coaching staff, right?
Oh, I know.
Josh McDaniels is there, right?
Yeah, right.
We can't forget about him.
And we got to remember too, Vrabel got fired because he kept screwing up these like time management things.
Yes.
Very like he kept messing it up over and over and over again. So I'm not seeing that much of a difference.
Oh boy.
Tough loss though, because like that they should have won that game.
They should have. The Steelers are not that good. No, they're really not.
No. I hate seeing Poochie happy. I hate it. And he was happy at the end of the game. That made me mad.
No, as other Greg texted me that the Steelers are the worst 2-1 team he's ever seen, and this is a very inside joke, but that somehow they also need to fire Eric Spoelstra.
Next category is blocked. The Eagles block a field goal attempt by the Rams to win, and they pull it off, and they're undefeated still.
Yeah.
With a 330-pound man rumbling to the end zone. Meaningless touchdown.
18 miles an hour.
Very fast.
He did kill somebody. I like to bring that up every I like to bring that up every time.
No, this is not him. Jalen Carter. Jalen killed somebody. This was the other guy. Jordan Davis was the guy who blocked it and ran it back. Different fat guy.
He may have killed somebody.
We don't know.
I don't know.
Allegedly.
Listen, I'm just asking questions here. I don't know why you guys are coming down on me like this.
Different fat guy. But yeah, the Rams had a chance to win this thing. Rams play the Eagles tough. They played them tough in the playoffs. We talked about it. They're a little sneaky against the Eagles. They shut down Saquon Barkley. He did not have a good game. Jalen Hurts had to throw, and they remembered they had A.J. Brown. Well, look at that. Oh, yeah, that guy's good. Why don't we throw him the ball?
I think the Rams are still okay.
Yeah.
I still think they're a pretty good
No
team.
reason to panic.
Right. They get the Colts this week. I think they take out a lot of anger on them, but, we'll see.
All right. Continuing with blocked. The Buccaneers won. Despite a block for a touchdown, they won. This game I thought was over. The Ty God was in for the Jets, so it wasn't going well. And the Bucs were doing that thing where they kind of they get up and then they just kind of spin their wheels. Like the Bucs can never have a normal game.
They play with their food, is how I heard a Bucs thing.
That's a good way to put it. They can't ever just blow somebody out. They have to have these games. And the Jets block, legit awesome player. They block and return a kick for a touchdown, get back in the game, take the lead. But the Bucs are like, oh, okay, now that this has happened, we can just win. And they did. There was enough time left.
The Jets are just so snake bitten this season.
I know.
It just it can't go their way.
That could be if they win this.
They know why.
They know why. Joe
Namath.
Yeah. Did you see Eric Glenn on the sidelines?
Yes, that little saunter.
Absolutely the coolest thing I've seen.
No coach celebration has been ever that good.
Absolutely not. No, that was great. Okay, so I still believe in the Jets. I really do. I
went through. Mark's Jets are not looking too good.
They're not looking good, but they had a very hard start of this year. I don't think anybody can argue that. Bills and Steelers, they were up for it. Aaron Rodgers up for it, and then the Bucs. Those aren't easy teams to beat. They are in a much easier part of the schedule now. I do feel like this team starts turning stuff around and starts winning games. Because I think the talent is there. You don't come back on the Bucs if you are devoid of talent.
They took the lead.
Yeah, they did. Right. And I think Aaron Glenn is kind of figuring out as he goes along, like a lot of rookie coaches do. I still think this team has potential. I am very curious to see what happens when Justin Fields comes back, which I think he cleared, or he's supposed to. The rumor is he's going to clear.
The rumor is he's going to play. Yeah.
Right. So, because he had that great first game, second game. I think he's probably somewhere in the middle, but I think that's enough to win you 8 games or so. So.
When they beat the Dolphins 13-6, they'll be on a roll after that.
That's what's going to get them fired.
That game is coming.
Right. It's an inertia
game. And I can just see, by the way, I'm throwing also Tyreek gets angry at the third, and then they bench him. I'm throwing that one in there too.
Yes.
Right.
He Antonio Browns himself. He takes off his shirt during the game. He's one step away from that. All right. It's a category McConkey. Mike's Chargers don't charger. They actually make the Broncos charger in this game. Yeah. What the hell is going on?
They look good.
The Broncos were winning. They ended up blowing it. Chargers don't charger. McConkey did not have the greatest of games. They also lost Najee Harris. He blew out his Achilles. That was an ugly non-contact play.
I realized they're the Chargers, but by the same token, let's not forget that when Harbaugh was a coach in the NFL the last time, he took a Niners team that was absolute garbage, and within 3 years, they were playing for Super Bowls.
Yeah,
the dude can coach, and now that he doesn't have to worry about tampering rules, he's got a much freer hand. So
those pesky tampering rules.
Exactly. Got a banger this week for McConkey.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So McConkey is investigating multiple cases of missing women tourists. All women were recently widowed, and it turns out they're being seduced, swindled, and then murdered. McConkey sets up an undercover operation in which the San Diego Police Department woman officer will serve as bait. The culprits are a married couple. He seduces the victim, and she pretends to be his sister. Special guest star playing the woman detective, Tina Turner.
Oh, wow. Welcome to the
I'll
Thunderdome.
accept that.
Yeah.
I love that. You can get the McConkey merch. We've got it.
Right.
Get some McConkey.
McConkey.
It's got the hat and everything.
when Najee
Dad!
Harris went down.
Dad, can I get McConkey on Netflix?
Juggalo.
I got some time.
Yeah.
Juggalo, JJ McCarthy, you're supposed to be gone for 4 to 6 weeks at boarding school. Why are you here?
He's got nothing but time now.
Yeah, right. They're gonna take
I'm
it
done
easy
with my
on him, you hear that?
homework. It's not a face, Dad. Juggalo for life.
Juggalo, JJ.
Juggalo. Juggalo.
He's always
I need
an
some
ass
new
juggalo.
Fago.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Najee Harris goes down, Mark.
Well, so when he went down, it's a sad play, but watching Justin Herbert jump over him when he hit the ground was kind of funny. So,
Trying to
he
avoid
prods
him.
Yeah, right.
Oh, boy. Poor Najee's. Talk about snake bitten. That guy
Yeah.
blew out his eye from a firecracker and then blows out his Achilles in the same 6 week span. Good Lord. All right. Next category is Gino diarrheaed in the kitchen. The Commanders kill the Raiders.
Look, it's time that we have a conversation about Gino. And whether or not, we might need to do what's best for Gino and end some suffering.
He's
Dad,
gonna,
what's that goop coming out of his ear?
He's gonna go live on a farm upstate.
Oh my God.
Gino might have to go live on the farm upstate.
And what makes it worse was that it was at the hands of Marcus Mariota,
Your former
who is
quarterback.
resoundingly terrible.
How does he still have work?
I kind of forgot about him.
He's
We're
like
getting-
the Chase Daniel of Chase Daniels.
He's still serviceable. Jaden Daniels was out. He just stepped right in and revenge game. Revenge
We're
game
getting
for Mariota.
We're getting dangerously close to Brock Bowers is good, Max Crosby is good. I cede my time.
We got a
like-
comment on the last Raiders video about Gino pooping in the kitchen, and this makes me laugh. Okay, ready?
The sentence I didn't think I'd ever hear.
The comment was from BobaBot235, and he's got a Raiders profile picture.
Sure.
I don't know if he realizes you're a Raiders fan, Drew. You want this to
There's
work
no
out.
reason you'd know.
You do realize the score was only 20-11 with 3 interceptions thrown. Relax. That's what he said about relax. Well, watch this game, buddy. It wasn't any better.
Relax.
It wasn't any better, dude. Oh, Gino diarrhea in the kitchen this time.
So wait. They were still down by a factor of 2-1, and they'd thrown 3 interceptions, and that's not a catastrophe.
Relax. I'm not.
They could have been down by
relax.
4 touchdowns.
You're right.
Well, they lost by 20, whatever the hell, in this game, and he only has good stats because of those garbage time deep throws where the Commanders weren't
Right.
really
Hey,
caring.
Listen, it's not wholly Gino's thought.
It's not all
right?
Gino's
Like
fault.
their offensive
No,
line is
no,
awful. They allowed whatever it was, 5
Yeah.
or 7 sacks, something like that.
Yeah,
like,
it's
that
not
is
easy
not
to work
conducive to winning. And we've been saying it all along. Their secondary is trash.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a
He just
question.
couldn't get going. He just got stuck in the backfield
Yeah.
so often. It was
I got a
just-
question for you. Was that a mistake?
What's
Being
that?
a team, the pick of Janty, because being a team that you cannot block, and you had several offensive linemen there at that pick, and you pick this dude in the first round at pick 6, that,
See,
did you
here's-
really need him? Could you even really make this work ever?
There's-
Like, is he
there's-
screwed?
by the way, the Cubs just tied the game. Anyway.
Inertia.
Like, it just keeps getting better. There's 2 ways you can take that conversation, which is one, that the Raiders just need players who are capable of playing football. And at that pick, Ashton Janty made the most logical sense. You had no running game at all. Why
Sure.
not go get the best running back on the board?
Sure.
The other part of that, the other way you can take that conversation is if the Raiders had picked a lineman there, he would be trash. Like, remember,
it's
they
just
passed up
the Raiders.
They passed up Larry Fitzgerald to take Robert Gallery. The rest is history.
Okay, all right. Let's turn things
Hey,
around
before
here.
we go, y'all want to get depressed?
Sure.
Who doesn't?
Marcus Mariota's career earnings just shy of $80 million.
Yeah, and that's low for a quarterback too.
That's
That
only
started as much
that's
as he
only
has.
like that's only like 2 years of Jalen Brown's deal. That's
Yeah,
nothing.
right. That's just that is. It's Jalen Brown money. Not. It's the opposite. All
I
right.
wonder if he's made more money than Ishan Leon. Like,
Oh,
I'm curious
God.
about this now. If you include all the China money, who's made more money?
There's no way to accurately look up Yijan Leon's China earnings, though, is there?
Sure, I bet it's out there.
All right. We'll put a research team on that. It's time for Drew's Love Island, where Drew tries to replace his girlfriend, the Raiders, his wife, the Raiders. I don't know. Are you a girlfriend or wife? I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, wife.
Separated with a team. We're going to pitch 3 teams. We always do 3 teams. We're staying with the AFC. We've got another fan of this team. I'm pitching you the Titans right now.
Can't do it for 2 reasons. One, I
Okay.
can't go to the only team. I can't go to one of the few teams whose roster has less talent on it than mine. Like, the Titans are getting close to like get on the bus territory.
Okay.
And I also it standing rule, wherever I go, I can't have another friend who's already a fan of that team.
So I got a question for you.
Interesting.
This is just specifically for Drew. We talk about the bus a lot. Does
We do talk
anybody
about the bus?
not take? Does anybody take the bus on the Titans, or is it all get on the plane, guys?
I think Cam Ward merits taking the bus.
He drives.
This team has a quarterback, Drew. You have a good quarterback. If you're a Titan fan,
does anybody who gets on the bus not get off the bus?
Yeah, right.
It's not Nightmare on Elm Street 2, which we were talking about prior to coming on the air for different reasons entirely.
Oh boy.
But
it is leeches.
I assume that Cam Ward is continent.
Okay.
But no, I can't with the Titans. I can't go to a worse situation than.
But you and Killer Greg, could be friends in team as well. You could like the team together.
And what? Like, share our collective misery? I have enough Mets fans in my life to do that with.
All right.
Remember when Killer Greg asked if he could give back Pac-Man Jones? That was a great
one of my favorites.
The pick was happening. Is that right?
It just happened, and they showed him on his couch, and Killer Greg had enough.
Can I give him back? He hadn't seen him do anything yet.
If I become a Titans fan, I can't paralyze Greg with fear about which Big 12 left tackle that the Titans are going to take.
Yes, right. Yes. He would not like that. All right. This one's going to be quick. We're going to pitch you the Browns.
Let's move on.
And finally, this one's actually a little bit. I know what you're going to say, but this, it's a franchise that, you like the coach. I'm pitching you the Steelers. I think this is a good option for you, actually.
Again, listen,
tradition, great coach. I mean, Poochie's going to be gone in a year.
I can't be a Steelers fan for the same reason I can't be a Jets fan.
Because Greg.
I grew up in a Jets house, so I can't go back there. I'll be a sympathizer forever, and it's the same with the Steelers. It's not just Greg A. I have 10 Steelers fans in my life.
Okay,
and I will always be a Steelers sympathizer because of that, but I can't jump onto that bandwagon.
Wow, I think they're actually a decent option because if I'm changing teams, I want tradition. I want good ownership.
And
I'm thinking about that stuff.
In a lot of ways, they fit that perfect mold that I'm looking for, right? Which is that team that could be good but isn't there yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't. Unfortunately, I'm too connected to that team already vicariously.
I have a fourth team I'm going to pitch right now. How about the Toronto Argonauts? Any thoughts?
Oh yeah.
No, I am strictly an Edmonton guy.
That's right.
Because of my in-laws, all in on the Edmonton Elks. Give me the double E all day.
Edmonton Elks. Love it. All right, that has been Drew the Love Island. All right, moving on. The ballad of the 2025 San Francisco 49ers. They outlast the Cardinals in every possible way. However, there were casualties.
Also, out. Jesus, it's like we're fighting in goddamn Verdun. Every week is like another sob with this goddamn team.
Nick Bosa's
of bodies.
gone for the year, torn ACL. Oh boy.
It's great. Everything's great.
Oh boy. You won.
We're winning.
You are 3-0.
I don't give a shit.
You won. I don't think you're a Super Bowl contender at this point.
No, we're not gonna have enough men. We're not gonna have 52 guys left at the end of the season.
Oh my god. How does this keep happening? Also,
Seriously.
like, speaking of Verdun, did you see Mac Jones, what he looked like at the end of that game?
Yeah, right.
He looked like he'd been hit by a tractor trailer.
You look like the end of Come and See. He was just
You guys ever watch? You guys ever watch Patton?
Yeah.
Because if you haven't, fantastic movie.
Yeah.
He looks like the soldier right before Patton slaps him.
Yes.
That's what Mac Jones looks like.
Shell shocked.
Right
100-yard
before
stare.
Patton
Yeah.
slaps him. Mac Jones is 2-0.
Yeah. He sure is.
Man, good for that schedule. That
Absolutely.
schedule, man. Oh my god.
It is saving our bacon. Purdy should be back in another week or two, I think.
I heard there is some possibility he will play this weekend.
I heard that too, but
Hmm.
I think who they have.
That's a little dangerous. I don't know if I'd throw him in this early.
Leave Mac Jones out there one more time.
Well, last
well,
thing
they
you
got
want
the
is-
Jags. They got the
Yeah.
Jags.
That's not
I
an
think
easy
he-
defense, actually.
It's not a real team. You'll be fine.
come on.
It's not a real team.
Then it's Rams, Bucks, Falcons, Texans, Giants, Rams, Cardinals, Panthers, Browns. Like, God, their schedule is easy. Oh my God.
It's so easy.
Every time I think
But-
of the Jags, I just think of like they're just swapped with AEW wrestlers. Like Luchasaurus is the
I was
defensive
just
tackle.
going to say,
They
it
should
turns
do that.
out- I found out just a couple of days ago, one of my coworkers is actually like an avowed AEW guy.
Okay.
Like
Wow.
doesn't watch other professional wrestling.
I prefer AEW to WWE. I do. I don't like the.
Well, you can't
all
afford a
the-
ticket to the WWE anymore.
I can't afford it. Yeah, certainly that, and I just don't like all the bullshit that comes with WWE.
You don't like that-
It annoys me.
Earmuffs.
Maybe in WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't like Saudi Arabia, WrestleMania. I don't like any of that shit.
Hey, earmuffs.
WrestleMania Arabia.
I like the '90s WWF.
Of course.
still love that.
You know, there's a wrestler who wrestled in the '90s for the WWF.
Oh, really? Was
Remember
it?
Who he is, though? There it is.
You know what? That's the perfect song for this category. So let's just keep it rolling.
Think you can tell us what to do? Yeah.
It's no one wanted to win this game. It's the Jags and the Texans.
Texans suck. They
Yeah,
suck.
they do.
They
You
are.
remember at the start of the season, we said there's one game every week that you look at and go, the outcome of this game is irrelevant.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that game this week.
They
Trevor
are.
Lawrence threw
Not good.
maybe the most vomit-inducing interception, and then still won the game.
Because CJ Stroud, well, better than Purdy, is still. I just like the
Yeah,
needle at this point.
How's that looking now, assholes?
Well, you know what? His stats this week annihilated Purdy's stats this week.
Yeah. Yes.
Listen,
We're
Mike,
we're
that'll
going with
be
a
rectified in a
ridiculous
couple
take
weeks.
right now.
We're gonna take care of that in a couple of weeks, buddy.
I can't wait for CJ Stroud to be number one on the Orton line.
Oh boy.
Out of spite.
Oh boy.
We won't put Purdy at 32. We'll put him at like 21. He'll be the first guy under the line.
Oh boy. You're just trying to kill Mr. Mike. You're just trying to hurt him.
I don't have that many reasons left to live, guys. Like
He doesn't deserve this.
Stop pushing.
I didn't even play the song that I sang because you won, so I'm not going to do it. But I got a new song for this category.
Caleb's dad might still be kind of sad because he doesn't know if Ben can save Caleb's ass. To quarterback the Bears is like sporting wool underwear. But when things get hard, it's gonna rub you the wrong way.
Awesome.
Don't wear your wool underwear, guys and gals. You gals, especially you gals out there, don't do that.
I'm gonna rub you the wrong way.
They will rub you the wrong way. Now I had to play that, but Caleb's dad was happy. Caleb's dad was happy because the Bears won. They kicked the living ever-loving crap. The Eberflus. They kicked the Eberflus out of the Cowboys.
If only they could play the Cowboys every week, they'd be great.
My God.
The Cowboys are. My God.
I forgot to mention this. The Packers lost that really embarrassing game, right? And then the Cowboys, are facing the Packers. The Packers are going to kick the living fuck out of the Cowboys this week, aren't they?
Oh,
They're just going to come out
horrible.
guns blazing.
Yeah, you got them all riled up. You got them all antsy in their pantsy.
They are not going to go lightly on the Cowboys, right? And the Cowboys got nothing.
Micah.
Oh, you muted yourself.
Well,
your cat muted you.
Cat muted him.
The cat. Micah Parsons might throw a touchdown pass in that.
Yeah, right.
Don't think that it's impossible.
This Cowboys secondary is the absolute worst I have seen in the NFL this year. I'm
And
throwing them. They're worse
They paid
than
Deron Bland. They just paid him.
He sucks. Diggs sucks. Elam sucks. Everybody sucks in this secondary.
Yikes. They have no pass rush, so how are they supposed to cover for that long? How did that happen? Oh, they made Caleb Williams look good.
Competent.
Somewhat good.
Yeah, you say, how did that happen about the pass rush? I'd like to go back to a moment in time when John Gruden and company traded Khalil Mack, and they were like, hey, we wish we had a pass rush like 4 weeks later. And it was like, you had that guy in your building. And this is the whole, Jerry Jones is like, well, I can get 4 good players instead of 1 good player. They're not going to add up to the 1 good player you had.
Yeah.
4 quarters does not equal $1. Stop it.
Yep.
But he did the Herschel Walker trade, Drew.
Yeah, and he fired Tom Landry. What are we here to talk about?
And Jimmy Johnson.
They've barely been relevant since the last time Notre Dame won the national championship. Those streaks in geologic time are just a blink of an eyelash apart.
Jet skis on fire stuck in the side of Le Bar. The Giants lose to the Chiefs. It didn't go very well. Obviously, Russell Wilson.
Not enough Kadarius Toney.
The Kadarius Toney Bowl was won by the Chiefs.
I kind of wanted him to stand on the lip of the stadium like the Phantom of the Opera. Like
he should have been there to sing the freaking national anthem, right? Or like flip the coin.
Why can't we do
That's
this,
right.
please?
He would have fallen off. Right off the stadium.
He's like a Mr. Magoo now. He just like trips, falls, and the stadium lights go out in the middle of a pass. I don't know that there's much to say. We already talked about
the Chiefs needed someone to right the ship, so
they
this
did.
Was what they got. So
it still wasn't pretty. It was still pretty ugly.
No, it was not. It was not.
And then quickly, one more game we haven't talked about. We've slowly been we've been using this category every week. The other category where we don't really have to say very much, but the Seahawks killed the Saints.
Sure.
Why not? Why not?
Moving on.
Yep.
Why not? Okay, it's time for a stripe spiral. We already talked about Biff. What else happened?
Oh, there's been a whole lot of stuff. Biff, of course, is the most important thing that happened. Although he did get by in a squeaker against Matt Rule's Huskers, which I know makes Ryan just a little bit angry and a little bit happy. Mike Gundy fired. We talked about the second longest tenured coach in college football, trailing only Kirk Ferentz. I would love to see a graphic or just the stat of how many coaches have been fired since Kirk Ferentz became the coach at Iowa. And Iowa's never going to get rid of him because he's capable of winning a game 6-2.
No, and the NFL loves him because he churns out O linemen and tight ends.
That's all he. Yeah, yep, that's it. I mean, you can't name a defensive player from Iowa.
No.
Who's that guy? Oh, didn't they have, what was his name?
Oh,
Bobby Carpenter or something? Wasn't he Iowa?
Wasn't Cooper DeJean there?
Cooper DeJean, Iowa. Sure, yeah. Leave it to Iowa to put out a white cornerback.
Yes.
North Carolina sucks.
Oh boy.
They are 2-2, which doesn't sound so bad until you realize the 2 teams they beat were FCS teams, and the 2 teams they've lost to were power conference teams, like they are. They go into the bounce house and get annihilated by Central Florida, 34-9. Clemson sucks.
Oh God.
Winners get washed, Drew. Winners get washed.
Huge win. Listen, going into Clemson and beating them in commanding fashion still means something. It doesn't matter how bad Clemson is. This is a huge win for Syracuse. This is and this is Fran, who, in full honesty, I don't know that Fran is a great XO coach, but this is 2 big wins for Fran, dating back to the win over Miami last year at the Dome that got Clemson back into the ACC championship game. But Clemson loses, and the important part of this is next week, UNC and Clemson play each other.
Oh God.
By the way, what do you think the coach's handshake will be like between Dabo and Belichick? I'm forced to think of a quote that Greg A sent me during the offseason, shortly after they hired Bill Belichick, and we were talking specifically about him and Dabo being in a matchup together, and he said something along the lines of Count Dracula meets the Huckleberry Hound.
Oh boy.
Indiana played Illinois in a conference game in the Big Ten in the annual "How did we get here?" with two basketball teams being ranked game. And by the way, Indiana won that game by 53 points.
Damn.
Brett Bielema,
Whoa.
formerly a big name in college football, got his ass handed to him at Illinois, and he was the higher ranked team. Vandy wins again.
Yeah.
Undefeated Vandy.
Marks Vandy.
Memphis beats an SEC team. Undefeated Memphis. They play in the worst stadium in the nation, but they're undefeated, and right now they're the odds-on favorite to go to the playoff because they'll win the Group of 5 ranking battle. Texas Tech. Can we take a minute to talk about Texas Tech? Texas Tech hasn't really been relevant since Mahomes and Crabtree left, but they spent a lot of money on their athletic program over the past year, and not just their football program. They went into the talent, they went into the NIL pool and got the best softball pitcher in the country last year and took that arm all the way to the College World Series. And they're doing the same thing in football. They went into the portal and spent a ton of money that they got from God knows where, because Lubbock, Texas is basically an artillery range and not much else. And they've turned themselves into a real football team capable of winning the Big 12. Stupid cat. So we're listening to this and not watching, and they're like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah.
Damn wiener cat.
Yeah. So Texas Tech for real? Question mark. Notre Dame, who was ranked at 0-2, proof that the poll of Notre Dame, the first time that an 0-2 team has been ranked since 1988. They had their get right game against Purdue, which mostly just proves that the Big Ten isn't very good. In the meantime, the biggest news out of college football last week, which happened shortly after we were done recording, was that the NCAA, whatever they call themselves, Rules Association, completely wiped away the January transfer portal.
Yeah.
Which a bunch of coaches were in favor of. Ryan Day, of course, made a bunch of noise because he can't help but be both boring and contrarian. Nipple ring notwithstanding. Thank you. Knew that was coming back. But I don't know. There's still a few people griping about it, but it is interesting that a bunch of coaches got together and said, this is dumb. Like, we're trying to prepare for bowl season, and like, why is it the teams that are in the playoff are being punished in the transfer window because they have to prepare for playoff games and can't recruit at the same time? So now the January transfer window has straight up been wiped out, which means you won't be able to get guys coming into your team until spring football, which could make for an interesting dynamic. It's going to take a lot more effort to onboard those kids as they come in for the spring semester. That was kind of a week that was. Oh, big games this weekend. Penn State plays Oregon. Yes. That is on the air at the same time as Georgia plays Bama.
Oh, boy.
So LSU and Ole Miss this week, I think, but that's earlier in the day. But those are the two big ones. 7:30 time slot for both of those. Penn State.
Double box it. Double box that.
Yeah, and Georgia, Bama. And we'll learn a lot, I think, from both of those games.
Exciting stuff. All right. We have a segment here, which is...
You're traveling through another dimension. A dimension not of intelligence and morality, but of stupidity and hubris. A journey into a hellscape whose boundaries are the limits of human depravity. That's a fallen goalpost up ahead. Your next stop, Football Fubar.
Ah, yes. Mark, take it away.
So this is an exciting day here at Football Fubar because we're going to go outside the box with this induction. In the past, we've inducted players, we've inducted whole teams, we've inducted owners, we've inducted fans, moments in time. But today is the first time we're going to ever induct a product into Football Fubar. So that's right. We're bringing a whole new wing. We're going to talk about the shittiest NFL products, all the merchandising that's weird. And we're going to start with something from the early 2000s. Today, we will be inducting Todd McFarlane's NFL Series 3. It's about as specific as we can get.
That's very specific.
into football FUBAR. So a little backstory on these action figures. Started in the late 1990s and early 2000s. Todd McFarlane, for those who don't know, he of Spawn and Spider-Man and Venom fame, right? He was a artist. Began designing premium action figures for his comic books. Started with Spawn. Action figures were always a thing, dated back to like the 50s, but his action figures that he was putting out they were all incredibly detailed. They have more points of articulation. They came with backgrounds. They came with accessories. These were like premium action figures that you typically, you see now when you go to Comic-Cons, but at the time they were kind of rare. He initially began producing the Spawn figures and then branched out to movie monsters, which I still own a few. I have them up in my attic, and it was like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Michael Myers. They were pretty awesome. They were gory, it was just cool. It was just a really well-designed stuff. His first foray into sports figures with the NHL, which was in 1999. They quickly took off. People loved those things. And then he made a deal with the NFL. So he can produce NFL figures that were heavily detailed. The first lineup, Series 1, Warren Sapp, Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, Emmitt Smith, Eddie George. Perfect. That's exactly what you want to lead with. That's early 2000 nostalgia just washing over you right now, right? Second series, okay? Later that year, Wayne Trebet. Okay.
At the time, that made sense.
At the time, it made sense. Marvin Harrison, Marshall Falk, Dante Culpepper, and Mark Brunell. So you could argue that Trebet was like kind of the one out of place, but at the same time, like white guy who plays for a New York media, I'm sure that was probably the figure that sold out the most. By the way, it was probably the Wayne Trebet one.
Fun fact: the figure was actually a 1-to-1 scale.
little Wayne. So he hit with two series hits. Really, they did great. How about Series 3? We got to top this, right? We got to top those massive players,
Titans
right?
of football.
I remember one of the ones in this.
I'm going to share my screen here. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh boy.
Is it working?
No.
Is it working? Hold on.
Still no.
Hold on.
Really? I'm glad we ran this through before we started.
We're fine.
You should have told me.
I got it right. Okay. Anything? No. There it is.
Hey, wait.
Oh, we got some crazy inception going
here.
on.
All right,
Okay,
you see that?
There we go.
Okay,
That's
so first
now.
one up. Everyone knows who that is. That's LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yep.
Yes.
Makes sense.
That looks great, right?
Yep.
Absolutely perfect. And what a way to start this one, right? All right, so let's go to the next one. Michael Bennett, running back for the Vikings. Does anyone remember Michael Bennett?
Yes, he was somewhat effective. He was like a 900-yard rusher.
He was a Wisconsin guy. He also may have gotten in trouble for something at one point.
I think he did as well, Drew. So this is a weird one, right? Michael Bennett. All right, that's kind of a strange selection. Well, it's got to get better than here, though, right? How about James Jackson?
That's the one I remember.
Don't remember him.
Okay, he had 500 yards. That was his best season.
Why?
Why would you pick James Jackson here?
Why?
So, all right, you got to round it up. There's 4 figures. The last one's got to be good. It's got to be Chris Winkie. What?
No, you did not.
Chris Winkie.
No.
What kid in his right mind? Could you imagine a kid opening
I would have. It would have been me. It would have been me, just because I'm
Chris.
Your brother's
Chris Winkie's own child doesn't want that.
I would have gotten this because I really had some hopes on that guy, but boy, it didn't work out.
Also, 1, that is the perfect Chris Winkie pose, and 2, I love the points of articulation on the towel.
Yes. You need that.
Just imagine your brother's opening up like Final Fantasy X or Grand Theft Auto 3, and you open up Chris Winkie as your
I think.
Christmas
I have a theory that a Chris Winkie is coming my way for for the holiday season. I think you just tipped yourself off there.
The man at the toy store told me this is the one that all the boys wanted.
Right.
Winkie.
Pudding challenge.
No.
By the way,
Todd McFarlane still makes toys. He still makes toys.
37, series 37 right now. Just to know, he definitely fucked up. And he knew he fucked up because season 4 or series 4, Terrell Owens, Peyton Manning, Ricky Williams, Michael Vick. So, actually, they also had Jason Sehorn because, once again, white player who plays for a New York team.
Sure.
So there you have it. Our first product induction.
Wow. Are we going to get more? Are we getting more products?
Not the last. Not the last.
I do like this.
Kind of wait for next week. So.
Okay. Very exciting.
Instinctively, I wanted to induct that puck tracker thing that Fox used to have on the NHL way back.
It was blue, Drew. It was blue.
It sure
See?
was.
That's where the puck is.
Sometimes it was red.
My God.
When they hit it really hard.
Yeah, I have one of the McFarlane spawns on my desk at work.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
I no longer do. I had 3 of the hockey ones. I had Dominic Hasek, Steve Yzerman, and Tony Amonte. And I had the Jets Tim Tebow one.
Oh,
wow.
I gave that to a Gator fan at work.
Why didn't you keep that one, Drew?
It was mint in box. Somebody was going to get more use of it than me.
Mint. It was
those
mint.
things are now like they all have like crazy backgrounds and stuff that like moves and stuff on them now. They're really like detailed. I had no idea they got that crazy now. So
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, it's time for a dip of the week. You got any dips this week as you're currently dipping? You are a dip?
I'm
yourself?
the dip of the week.
Why is that?
Because I shit on the Lions last week.
Oh, boy.
And I'm like, the Lions are going to be terrible. This is going to collapse. And they have just absolutely baptized everyone the last 2 weeks. So I am the dip of the week.
You're your own dip. Brought to you by
Cedar Suzuki dip.
Oh, okay. I thought you had it with you. Are you cheating on Cedars right now?
I have no dip.
No dip. All right, time for the sad boy boat. Who goes on the sad boy boat? 4 spots are available. There's a lot of candidates.
I think Derrick Henry should be on the sad boy boat.
That's a very good one. Yes.
Angry boat.
Mike Gundy.
Yeah.
He has to be.
We're sad for him. That's just,
Yeah, it's us. It's us and Mike. All right, that's 2. We have 2 more spots. I have a nominee. I have 2 nominees. One is Dabo Sweeney, because not only did he lose, but he actually cried in the post game.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that's usually a sad boy guarantee. If you cry on television, you're on the sad boy boat.
Francisco Alvarez, 2-run home run, Mets up 9-7 top.
Yay!
Oh, inertia. Someone needs to make the shirt in the Mets logo font that just says inertia in the blue and orange.
Grimace.
My other candidate is, we made fun of him earlier, Coach Brian Callahan, because not because of any of that, because he demoted himself from play caller. He's no longer offensive play caller. He demoted himself.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing more sad than that.
Who was the team who now their big announcement was their offensive coordinator is now going to be down on the field. Every time I hear that, I'm like, oh, that's the first step. That's the first step to a coach getting fired right there.
Is it him or is Falcons wide receiver coach Ike Hilliard? Should he be on the sad boy boat? He was fired this week. He was blamed.
Out of there.
Yeah, poor Ike.
He was blamed for that shutout loss.
He dealt with a lot of shit.
Poor Ike. All right, game balls. Give me a game ball, Drew.
I think I've given it to him twice already this year, but since we don't know when we'll ever see him again, game ball Biff Poggi.
It has to be. It has to be. Has to be. Game ball for you, Mr. Mike.
America's Sweetheart, Indiana Jones.
Oh, good
nice. One. Nice. What about yourself, Mr. Megastar Mark?
Jared Goff, just cool as a cucumber in that game last night.
I like it. I'm giving mine to Isaiah Rodgers. You probably don't know who he is, but he scored 2 times on touchdowns on defense against the Bengals. He had 4 turnovers and had a perfect score rating on defense, a 99.9, which hasn't ever been done, I don't think.
It's Jover.
Yeah, it's Jover. Wild Hogs ride again. Quick update. I'm 0-3. Drew is 2-1, and you guys are in the middle.
Yep.
We'll keep going. Does anyone play each other this week?
I play Mark.
Yep. Me and Mike play each other.
Go to hell, Mark.
You're gonna take Kyler Murray, and you're gonna like it.
Your mortal enemy. I like how everyone just said my mortal enemy last week.
Yeah, right.
No matter who it was. My mortal enemy. All right, time for plugs. Bloody good music. What do you got?
Chris with a standing rebuke of an old Meatloaf album.
Oh,
he loves to deep dive on Meatloaf. It's always entertaining.
Great.
Damn.
His team name is a Meatloaf name in Wild Hogs.
100%.
You'd never know it by looking at him.
is true. That is true. TGIF pod records tomorrow. It'll be out shortly thereafter. It's episodes we haven't seen, basically the second set of these. And boy, I've watched 3 out of 4, and they're interesting.
Yep. They are sure something. There is a 10 of us, or just the 10 of us, which 3 out of the 4 main girl characters were main characters in a Nightmare on Elm Street movie, which is strange.
Not Nightmare on Elm Street 2, though.
Nope.
Not that one.
They got off the bus.
4 and 5, and 1 and 3 and 7. But
Wow.
still, Heather Langenkamp pulled a lot of work back in the day. But weird, really weird show.
Very weird. We did that. We did the one with both Olsen twins.
Which isn't bad.
just-
That one's not
just not
terrible.
It's not
yeah,
bad.
I kind of like that.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's a couple others. Greg, we'll see what Greg thinks, but you know.
I was telling Ryan off the air, and this is no problem. I can say this on the air. I love it when Greg is Greg will watch the episodes the day of recording, and then he live texts us when he's watching it.
Yes.
And you get some great initial reactions to weird shit that Ryan and I have already seen. So.
It's highly entertaining.
Yeah.
It's highly entertaining. Remember, we've got merch. You can get it. Here it is. You can get your McConkey. Sport a McConkey. I want to see a McConkey in the wild. Student of the week. Let's end there. Gum Guy. Do we got any updates?
Gum Guy is not my student this year.
I know, but you still see him.
So,
He's still there.
I do see him occasionally. Gum Guy seems to be doing well.
Good for Gum Guy.
Good for Gum Guy. Good for Gum Guy.
The students overall seem to have adjusted to the no cell phone thing. They actually talk to each other again.
How about that?
Wow.
It's kind of weird, but the vibe is better.
And congratulations to you, Mike, on your first student probably transmitted illness of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually just allergies. It's been brutal this year.
It's just allergies. Oh my gosh. Well, I take it back. All right. Gum Guy will have to wait. Week 4 will have to wait a couple more days. We'll see ya next week. Go Mets. Peace out.
Bye.
Deuces.